How's it going, guys? I'm your host Caravan Gaming. Welcome back to this week's Adventure Quest release video. And before we get started with the video proper this week's release, we actually have a small little gift from the AQ team for the 20th anniversary. And in order to redeem it, you want to go here, Ballyhoo and Upgrades on the bottom right of your screen. And under the redeem code here, you want to type, I'm not sure if you need it to be caps or not. I'm going to try without caps. Okay, so AQ-plat-dragon-pet. Okay, so it looks like you don't need it to be in caps, and there we have it. You can see you have a new pet, so let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so I read through the info subs on the pet, and the pet is absolute garbage. So there's no reason why you ever want to use the pet. In my opinion, it is just absolutely horrible. It's basically a clone of the other Guardian Dragon pets, but worse in my opinion. Why do I say worse? I'll let you guys judge once we test out the item, okay? So I want to bring this all the way up. And by the way, this gift is available to everyone. So just go ahead and get it. If you're someone who doesn't have a lot of space in your inventory, I guess you can skip this pet because honestly it's a very bad pet. Like I see no reason to use it whatsoever. It is free, so I don't really like to complain about free stuff, but it's just so horrible. Like for 20th anniversary too, like it feels like a slap in the face. Wait, why didn't it get saved? Wait, did I forget to save it? Silly me. Okay, so yeah, it feels like a slap in the face because it's just so bad. And the reason why I am complaining is because they did such a fantastic job with the 10th anniversary event. So I have pretty high expectations for their 20th anniversary. So the fact that we are getting this free gift that is absolute rubbish right off the bat, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not too excited about that, if I'm being honest. So yep, let's go ahead and see it now. Like practice trainer. Let's start. Alright, so I'll show you guys the pet here. Platinum Guardian Dragon Jr. And look at the artwork of that. It's basically just a reskin of the other Guardian Dragons, and it looks horrible. Yeah, the artwork itself also looks horrible. So on its own, with 0 charisma, it deals... Okay, first hit, I didn't see how much damage that was. Boom. Oh, we got a lucky strike. Okay, so that was a lucky strike. Let's see, 8721. Yeah, not very good. Granted, I don't have any charisma, but you can click on it once per battle to have Platinum Guardian Dragon unleash a powerful attack that can overwhelm your foe win. It's only once per battle, guys. And then once I click on it, you can see this 8391. Boom. So 8285. What it does is inflicts a 1-turn wind sweep. Okay, so wind sweep is basically your freeze but for wind. So the monster's earth resist is increased by 1.5 times wind resistance to a maximum of 200%. This is not a guaranteed inflict, by the way, so the enemy can resist with a save. Okay, the save is -20 for the enemy, so there's a lesser chance of the enemy resisting it, but the enemy can still resist it if you get unlucky. So it's not auto inflict. And then afterwards, look at this. The pet cannot act for the next 2 turns because you get the -20. Okay? Yeah. Can you guys see why this is such a horrible pet? Only usable once per battle. Not a guaranteed inflict. Not an auto hit inflict. Still requires a save. And for the next 2 turns, you cannot use the pet. You can switch out to other pets if you want to, but this pet will not attack for the next 2 turns. Yeah. Do you guys see what I mean here? So if you have these spare inventory slots, you just want a piece of history, you know, so you can keep it and show it off as a rare item in the future. Sure, why the heck not? But otherwise, I would really not recommend anyone getting this pet at all because... Oh man. Yeah, okay, so for today's release, we actually have the Entropy quest line. So let's go ahead and do that after I bring this pet back up. Royal Cake Pet. Save. Entropy. Evil Unleashed. Let's go. Finally out of sight. To think the rebel would still be of any use after leaving them unattended. The chess master was a better piece than I took her for. King Trellin is in check. Now, if it wasn't for that misbegotten, meddling, broken god thing, The knowledge of the Alpha destroyed. The Epsilon process will have been mine. Where technology failed me, Ritual will have to do. Without the Shades meddling and with the Chosen removed from the past, it's too late to uncover me. Just one more push and I will unmake it all. The Monster King's folly, the Good King's shaping my legacy. The lies of both shadows and death, dying and dying and dying and dying again. The all-splitting code, it will all be erased. Oh, what is this? Okay, so let's see what a sun ray. Oh, right off the bat, we are facing off against a sun ray already. And yes, of course, it's taking a little while to load. Let me pause the video here. Okay, I have no idea what happened, but we are back now. I had to reload the whole game, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Pale Skull armor set as per usual because I paid a ton of money for this. So let's not let it go to waste, alright. X of Pale Skull, and you can basically use it against anything, to be honest, but of course it will work better against some things compared to others. I'm just gonna use it against everything because, you know, it's new and it's basically good against most things. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Ooh. Wow, please hit. Nice. Wait, oh no, it resisted. Dang it. Ooh, that guy hits hard. Even at 53%. Damn. Spam. Battle claw 0.191. Okay, now we're talking. Just attack. Oh, miss? Really? Okay, I don't want to eat too much damage. That's why I'm just using regular attack now. 8. Okay. There we go. Next. Trouble. Okay, energy, right? Energy. Ooh, this is not gonna be good. Please choke. Okay, good. 0.454. Resisted again. Dang. Oh, this is the multi-hit attack. So okay, we should get a heal now. There we go. Sea Titan. Ooh, wow, this quest has many strong, many high HP enemies. Let's see. Let's get Prime Chaos Orb. Just now we almost had to face off against a Sunray. Can we get it to 200? 140. I think 140 is good enough. That's good enough for me. Let's do Battle Claw. Let's not try and risk it. Battle Claw again. Nice. Oh, okay. Nothing? Thought it has a special effect of sweeping away your pet and gases. Oh well, that's fine. Well, it keeps resisting the choke. I don't have any potency, maybe that's why. Yep, basically doing no damage now. Alright, so I'm going to use Essence Orb here. And I'm going to mount up. I'm going to do Rainbow Scream. And then we are going to dismount. And I can do Power Gauntlet. Wait, let's gain more SP first. Alright. So I was saying, Power Gauntlet, Crush, come on. Ah, Endured. Damn it. Damage. Shall we try for Shadow Feeder? Let's try. If we fail one time, then I'm not gonna use it anymore. Ah, okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good damage. I'm okay with that. Zero 1.943 for 3 rounds. Wow, nice. Bam. You're doing a lot of damage. And goodbye. Ooh, 4k. Nice. Next, numbers are. Ooh, that's interesting. What is this? This Frogza is completely convinced of being a numbered beast and doing his best to join them. This might be cute if it wasn't backing that up with a Caiman's bite and a Chihuahua's temper. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Is this the first time we encounter a numbers art? I don't remember seeing a numbers art before. The pet, unfortunately, it's not inflicting the choke effect very often. So yeah, the pet is really not that good against like standard enemies. Of course, the pet BTH being tied to dexterity doesn't help either. You can see I miss very often with my pets, and that is quite annoying, but I don't really think like it's a super big deal since I'm not entirely relying on my pets for the choke effect. It definitely will be good if the staff can, you know, find time soon to go ahead and fix this problem, because it's definitely annoying for Beastmaster builds. I'm not like super Beastmaster build. Like I can go Beastmaster if I want to with my Quad Force item, but it's not the best. Like I'm not specializing in that right now, so yeah, I'm not too super bothered by it. But I know some people are who are running Beastmaster builds, so it'd be nice if the team can go ahead and fix that. Alright, I think let's do Rainbow Scream. 1.619 for 4 turns. Ooh. Alright, let's dismount. Let's chop it up. Wait, what? Come on. You kidding me? There we go. We are blessed to have your knowledge at our disposal, Lawmaster, but can we truly count on your unrestrained assistance? The intervention of a greater power is most welcome, but carries implications. Entropy slew my avatar in my domain. That is a direct attack on me, and I am free to retaliate with extreme prejudice without causing trouble for Loritia and the Galleon. Technically, it is self-defense. However, it is true that putting myself in a position where this can happen repeatedly has put me in trouble with my Celestian colleagues. Trouble that in turn compromises my ability to remain here long. To put it plainly, there are far worse candidates for the position of God of Evil in my home realm, and now they have solid proof that I am not properly focusing on it. For now though, this takes priority. That is extremely concerning, though we must indeed focus on the current threat. I'll do my part at once by closing as many doors as I can repair the enchantments off. About that, King Trellian, Valerie and I discussed the details and the need to fool an enemy we haven't even met without being detected until we strike. It sounds odd, but we should leave the doors open. Per Korriban's interrogation of Karuna, as arranged by your patrons, it's clear that Entropy gleaned some knowledge of the origin of Erebus and how to replicate it. However, his trail was ruined. He used the Civil War to tie up your forces and Karuna's attack to expose the 10th Orb, but didn't fully sabotage her. She must have been his final contingency, as I suspect he ignores one key detail. The real nature of the beasts. To anyone short of an Archmage's knowledge, the links to the orbs would be obvious, but not their precise role in making the ritual faster and subtler. Entropy has worked so hard to distract the gods so that an apotheosis might catch them unaware. If we pull it off, making it look like a ritual to ascend is progressing slowly would be the perfect bait. Precisely. To the end, Korriban, could you do me a favor? Track down the strongest elemental you can find among the stragglers of Karuna's forces. I have a use for such a specimen. More fighting, okay. Oh man, yeah, do you guys remember when I said this quest has a lot of tanky enemies? Yep. Yeah man, if you have no use for the reward, maybe you might want to skip this quest. To be honest, yeah. The good news is these aren't bosses, so they don't have damage cap. If you want to just nuke them down, you can, but it will still probably take a few turns of nuking. With all the enemies are like well over 10k HP. Before I, bugged out just now, the first time I was supposed to face a Sun Ray. And Sun Rays usually have over 10,000 health as well. So yeah, very annoying and tanky quest to go through. Why stuff? Why are you putting all these tanky monsters? Is it intentional or not? Like, holy crap. Like, these monsters must be the most annoying for players to get through. Like, freaking 10,000 health monsters? Seriously? Either tanky monsters or monsters with low resistances. Those are the bane of any player. Like, I get that maybe you want to increase the player's playing time, but, because that is obviously one way that they can make money by keeping players playing the game, but, yeah, it's kind of overdoing it. Like, oh my god. It's just way too many tanky enemies recently, or enemies with low resistances. Players hate that kind of thing. I personally really hate that kind of thing. So, yeah, please give us easier enemies, not easier enemies, enemies with lesser health, yeah. Or enemies with high resistances. That'll be so much better. If you want to make the boss tanky, by all means go ahead, but regular enemies, come on man, that's just a pain in the butt for people to get through, and there's no good reason for that. Like, There's literally no good reason to include so many tanky monsters, if I'm being honest. Other than to annoy the player. Okay, 1.827 for 4 rounds. Oh, I think I better do a choke skill here. Okay, 0.038. Wow. Nice. There we are. Next, Sphinx. Oh my god, it's another annoying one, right? Wait, this one can blow your weapons away, right? Or is that the Shadow Sphinx? Oh wait, no, it can... Oh my god. Yeah, wind resist. 60%. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, should I keep using this? You know what? I think I'm gonna keep using this. I hope I don't get stun locked and die, but it is completely possible if I'm being stubborn here. I'm just being stubborn. Okay, I'm going to try, guys. I'm going to try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 125%. This should be good. Ah, one hit only? Really? Okay. 0.212 for 4 rounds. Oh. Oh, it's a multi-element attack. Okay. Yeah, I can live with that. Quickly solve it. Nice. I wonder if the daze rate is based off damage. No, it's probably based off wind resist, but if they're not doing any damage, it's fine. Only 2 rounds. I'll need more rounds in case I get stun locked. 3 rounds, okay. Wow, please stop dodging. Come on, man. 98 MRM. Why the hell is it dodging so much? Daze, damn it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Shall we try Shadow Feeder again? I mean, I'm making this a lot harder than it needs to be, simply because I refuse to sort to a wind armor. If I just switch to a wind armor, this would be like 10 times easier. I wouldn't have to worry about getting stunned, but I just want to use Pale Skull, man. Yeah. You're using a wind armor, the daze rate wouldn't be 100%, that's for sure. It'll be like a super low chance, but because I'm not using a wind armor, that's why you see I am getting absolutely stun locked by this stupid thing. Right, let's chop you up. There we go. Next, Dark the Genie. Demon can be summoned and controlled only by someone who uses a darkness orb. Does this guy do a lot of damage? Ooh, okay, 800 plus, quite a fair bit if you're not careful. But it doesn't have a lot of health. Okay, at least this one doesn't have a lot of health. But he resisted my choke. Ah, that's annoying. Please, yes, there we go. There we go. Spam Battle Claw. Okay, I think we can just regular attack here. Oh, still not dead. Come on. Goodbye to you. Sea Titan. Oh, again with the Sea Titan. Okay, at least we'll do perfectly well against Sea Titan. 14% water resist. Yep, shouldn't be able to get through. Let me see here. What do I want to do again? Oh yeah, Prime Chaos Orb, right? Can we get 200%? Let's see if we can get lucky. 140. You know what? I will do 140. Oh, but we can't do skills. That's annoying. Guess we'll just do regular attack. Okay, Battle Claw. Washes away my pets. That's okay. The pet isn't that useful anyway. If I'm being honest. Spam that again. Can we just call back the pet? No. Okay, it's permanently disabled, I think. That's alright. 3 rounds only, huh? Let's do it one more time. 5 rounds, okay. Mount. Rainbow Scream. Dismount. 209. Okay, I'm not too worried. Yep, there we go. Doing a ton of damage now. That's good. Wait. Choke has ended, but it's fine because this is a water armor. Oh. Lucky strike? Nope. Oh, okay. Elemental empowerment has ended too. 1529. 106. Goodbye. There we are. What will you have me do, Karuna? I'll get the punishment over with, honestly, so I have a hard time believing changing diapers is it. I suppose I'll want to know their motive, not just their methods, but you already know my reasons. I do, and I know them intimately, because they were my own reasons to oppose my home. As a mortal, a history that I'm surprised to know you're versed in. I was an inquisitive child and had cultured parents. Children have a way of seeing to your education when you care about theirs, as I later experienced myself. Still, if you already know my reasons, I know very well just how much evil I've dragged you in my wake. You are right to question it, as you haven't seen the consequences of leaving be. We've seen what law will become without being tested. But along the way, to find one who believed in us, understood us without knowing us, and see her looking at me the way I looked at those who preyed on my own children, shook me, I'll admit. The test has weighed on us since its inception. We always wonder if we've gone too far, but as more of law's possible futures converge, we have premonitions of both a beacon of hope and being consumed by such evil as could surpass anything that you might have seen in the network Lauren. She made such a special world, and it's not only good people who see its potential. I knew there had to be a point to the test, and it had to be something grand, something so difficult to understand as a mortal, that it would justify extreme action, but you can't have it both ways. So you see that the world is headed for one of these grim futures, and you make evil run its course faster to test if people will unite to oppose it. You're preserving free will by intervening anyways. Maybe intervening to guide your people will make them too dependent. Fine, you're still crossing the line as an adversary. You test the world for being corruptible, not for being corrupt. I'm guessing that the only alternatives you got see are wiping the slate completely clean or controlling the world so tightly that you will become tyrants. So you go for what will make us strong without you. I suppose that this is all being strong enough to tell us you had enough of the necessary evil, but I suppose I've lost touch with the mortal perspective. You nonetheless had to fail. See, Karuna, you fell further into evil as a mortal than I ever did before becoming the Devourer. Will you expect us to believe that you wouldn't become even worse as a goddess? More battles. Oh man, wow, this is shaping up to be one of the longest and most annoying quests ever. Are you kidding me? How many freaking battles are there? And they're all with tanky monsters. What the hell? And the monsters have high MRM too. Wow. It's literally a combination of every single thing you wouldn't want in a quest. Tanky monsters, monsters with high resistances, and plenty of them too. Oh my god. Yeah, oh man. If you guys don't want to do the quest for the item, I guess you can just watch this video, which is what I'm doing right now. Suffering. Yes, you can nuke down everything before the angry comments come in. I'm fully aware of that, but I'm choosing not to. So yeah, I guess I only have myself to blame. But then again, even if you nuke, like I said, 10,000 HP, you're probably not getting through that in one turn. At least not with today, not in today's meta without Purple Rain. Maybe in the past you would have been able to, but today maybe it'll take 2 or 3 turns. Yeah. 0.071. Right, Scream. Dismount. 1054. Oh man, stop missing. What the heck? Seriously, stop freaking missing, dude. Nice. Sea Titan again. Oh god, 17,000 health to get through. Oh my god. I hate this. Give me 200%. Yes, thank you, finally. But my skill got locked. Darn it. That's fine, 200%. This should be good. Yeah, 0.126 from the pet alone, guys. That is insane. Absolutely insane. I resisted. Darn it. Okay, but the pet alone reduces it to like freaking peanuts already. What Why is he suddenly resisting everything? Stop freaking resisting, damn you. 0.16, that's better. Okay, nice. 0.02. Oh, he went again. Stupid. Freaking days or whatever it is. Oh, nice. 1.824 for 5 rounds. Let's dismount. Let's try. Please, can we get lucky? Nope. But let's see how much damage we can do here. Oh, nice. 2.9k. Yep, very nice. I wonder how much a lucky strike will be. Probably 4,000 per hit. Oh, we don't see the lucky strike, but that's fine. Frost Berserker, another tanky one. Oh my god. Feeling this guy will hurt. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna need to use Prime Chaos Orb as well. 20% is not gonna cut it. Prime Chaos Orb to the rescue. Ooh, 50. Nope. Nope. 110. Okay. Once again, my skills got locked. Unfortunately, but that's okay. 51%. Oh, he missed. Wow. For once in my life, I got very lucky. Nope, and of course the luck ran out, just as I said it. Oh man, if this doesn't hit, I think he'll hit me very hard with that attack. Okay, 0.5. Okay, he managed to hit, so that's fine. Ooh. Oh, minus 20 penalty to BTH. That's why he missed. Yeah, I thought I was lucky. Nope, it's just a monster, turns out. That's okay, he can keep missing. I'm fine with that. Oh man, he keeps resisting. What the heck? What's going on? 280? That's alright. 0.297. Oh, my choke is running out already. But he's also dying, so that's fine. Yes, finally, we inflicted it. Came a little late, but that's fine. 800 plus, even with the choke. That's crazy. Alright, next. Ancient Rock. Oh man, monster at high MRM. Oh, okay, this one is not too bad. Minus 50% to water. What the heck? Why does this even have resistance to water? I don't understand. This is literally flying in the sky. How does it have resistance to water? Are you kidding me? 150%. I will take that every day. Battle Claw. Of course, resist. And resist again. Please. Oh man, 2 hits lander, he still resisted? Really? You gotta be kidding me, right? There we go. Oh wow, 0.2 and still freaking 200 to 300 damage. That is insane, man. Bam. Next. Wait, what? You think I'm helpful? But you've been punishing me for my method since I suspected for a number of cycles that I have lost touch with the mortal perspective. Even as I feel the pain of my children, I have always struggled to truly understand them. I love all of you dearly, Karuna, and I cannot bear to see you endure what awaits if loss succumbs, or if guiding it directly invites the attention of other gods from beyond with aims of conquest. Yet the idea has taken root that perhaps I cannot bear their current pain much longer either. This cycle has been so very different, and not merely in its power threats, in its newer threats. It is the people themselves. Oh crud, sorry. Sometimes I get carried away. My clerics often struggle to follow unless I speak ominously and avoid contractions. Divinity is at least 1/4 theater, I swear. Wait, really? That explains a lot about the temples and paladins. Alright, I take one positive point from that. And I think I know why you're keeping me here now. You're actually open to changing. Is that why you want my perspective? There's a certain importance to making examples of would-be usurpers so that gods from beyond don't sense weakness. But I needn't be so grand or brutal, and I recognize my role in your descent. Before your atonement as a mortal, I'll have you educate a goddess, as only a fellow mother can. Born or ascended, it's very difficult for a god to change their ways, to even know if they must. Suppose that you could see glimpses of the many futures, and that you only saw a handful in which your children don't go through terrible suffering or become the ones who make others suffer. But someone damages time so badly to cloud your vision. You've been working toward that brighter future, but I can't see if it's on the right path anymore. As a mother, not a goddess, what will you do? I'll do my best to teach them and be there when they need me. I'll protect them from what I could, but if I couldn't be there for them as a deity, I'll risk trusting them. It's the whole point of having children. Here's a question for you too. Since you're considering the possibility of being wrong, I should do the same thing. Suppose you're right. Say your test finally ensures that bright future. How will you atone? I did this because I figured nobody will relate or listen, but I know what it's like to have someone barge into the best laid plans and just poke holes in the whole reason you believed in them. It's a fair question, my child. I'll find a good answer. But you're not doubting your conviction, only the solitude of it. You weren't expecting someone to stand up to you, and to you, it's Korriban, isn't it? More? What the heck? Dude, how long is this quest? It's not even Mastercraft. What the hell? How long is this freaking quest? You gotta be kidding me, right? Ah... I know I said I prefer tanky monsters with a lot of HP that don't have damage cap, but I was referring specifically to bosses, not to regular enemies. Like, what the hell, man? Did the AQ team misunderstand my words? Bruh. Like, yes, I did ask for tankier bosses that didn't have damage caps, but I was referring specifically to boss monsters. I don't want that for regular questing. Nobody wants that for regular questing. That's stupid. Who the heck wants to sit through so many tanky bosses in a regular non-Mastercraft quest? 13,000. Oh my god. Ah. Shall we try for Prime Chaos Orb to get 150? Or at least 120. Ooh, that made it worse. That made it worse. Oh god. Uh-oh. Swear to god, if I die here. Okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm not gonna risk this crap anymore. Shadow Feeder. Please. Okay, nice. Please choke. I don't want to die. Oh my lord. Are you kidding me? 2 misses. Freaking hell. Freaking hell, mate. Oh, nice. 0.224, 0.169. Okay, that's good. Yep, I got greedy just now and almost screwed myself. Thankfully, I didn't. So we're still fine. Yeah, I don't ever think I want to eat the choke for this one. Endure. Of course you endure, right? Endure again. Dang. What's the choke immunity based off again? What's the monster supposed to save with again? Was it endurance? I can't remember. I really can't remember. 0.129 for 5 rounds. Shall we try? I hope this doesn't kill me. I really hope this doesn't kill me. I'm gonna try anyway. Ugh, okay, 400 plus. Still manageable, I guess. 0.462. Okay, nice. Think we can just kill it now. Nice. Next, Bound Greater Elemental. Is this the boss? I think this is the boss, right? Okay, Ice. And will he go first? He has a chance of going first. Okay, there's Freedom, so you can't stun it. Soft damage cap 11,000. Okay, but the damage cap 645. That's pretty generous of them. Thankfully, because it's a 11,000 HP boss. Boss boost 20. 0% to water, obviously. Okay, I'm going to switch to my ice armor first, just in case. And my ice shield is Frost Titan hit. Wait, let me get a Spell Slinger out for the... What do you call it? Oh, wait, I'm fighter. I don't have that anymore. I don't have the free one anymore. Oops, a daisy. Oh well. Let's see what it does. 3 hit. Elemental magic overwhelms you. Oh, elemental vulnerability. Interesting, interesting. Okay, we try and prime Chaos Orb. Does it work? Okay, it works. Resist. 75. 75. 150. Okay. I can work with that. Ah, 87. Why is it missing though? Leaves you with Frostbite. What is Frostbite? Burn. Ice damage each round. Yikes, I hate that. Okay, let's see here. Let me try Shadow Feeder Pendant first. Oh, resisted. What's the monster's intellect? 275. Okay, this will be hard. We'll try though. We'll try our best. We will try our best. Oh, and of course it's lagging. Like it always is. Lag, lag, lag. I'm not even clicking now. It's just lagging. Please. Okay, we got one turn. Let me see here. Shall we go into Pale Skull? I'm gonna try with Pale Skull, alright? I hope the Frostbite doesn't kill me. Yeah, I hope the Frostbite doesn't kill me though. 2. Okay, we got the choke. Nice. 0.37. How much damage was the Frostbite again? I wasn't paying attention. 84. Ah, we can deal with that. Yeah, we can definitely deal with that. 0.288 for 4 rounds. Okay. Frostbite again. That's fine. I don't really care. Choke. Nice. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. I am going to spam more choke before we eat. So at least we still have some choke left before... so we don't eat everything. Oh, nice. Okay, and because he's gonna do the SP attack the next round, we will save our eat for the next round. Okay, resisted anyway, so that's okay. Avoided the worst of it. That's great. It's not a super tough boss. Yeah, it's not super tough. But you do need to be well prepared. Oh, okay. Can we try for Power Gauntlet? Let's boost our damage even more. Crush. Nice, we got it. We got it. Woohoo! Damage. And let's just attack. Boom. 1072. Oh yeah, there's the damage cap, right? Yeah. Almost forgot about it. That's okay. Still got it. Very nice. Next. There we are. I found a few pretty tough elementals. I'm almost surprised to see more than one, with how rare they are back home. If those aren't good enough, I've got the binding gems from some I had to take down. These will do perfectly, Korriban. Thank you. Now, as I was saying, Trellin, I will not be able to fight for you. Entropy couldn't possibly uncreate me, but if I preserve my power to surprise him, well, in his place, I will simply not show up. An open, empty Dawnstone path is an obvious trap when he knows that God's vengeance is waiting for him at some point. Even that is not the greatest risk. From what I understand, my power and that of the Uncreation Orb should not interact directly. I fear I might accidentally decohere into my various forms and lose one of you as my attention falters. What I can and will do, however, is provide a perfect act for your desired trap. You'll be hidden here in the deep, where he cannot possibly sense through the primordial power within. Entropy has gone to great pains to ensure that even gods can't easily detect him. He only invaded my domain while it was damaged by a rebirth and has left no traces for years of wild changes to time. But even without knowing what to prepare for, now that we know he will come to us, I will show him the meaning of divine intervention. He expects the armies of a nascent god. He shall see them. You have done much already by securing our wounded, but that will be wondrous, Lawmaster. What of Korriban and myself? I can't imagine it will boil down to brute force alone in the end. You had this figured out well before I arrived, Trellin. Do take more credit. You know exactly what must be done. I'll merely provide the means. If I could speak to the Avatar for a moment? What do you have in mind, God of Evil? Why, evil itself. I will see entropy consumed by futility, struggling for my delight, and I believe I'll take a side of forbidden knowledge with my tea. You created the orb to learn how to counter an uncreator. Let's put it to its intended use. I would like to develop a spell for you. Though I cannot interact with the orb myself, you will be able to suppress its use, albeit from a risky range. And Korriban? Yes? Aren't you a little tired of staring down armies of elementals and magical abominations? I should think it's high time you commanded one. Oh, nice. We get to command them. I love it. I love this. Finally, we have our own army. Awesome. Awesome. Alright, so for the item, we have a weapon here. We have the Glacier or Surging Age of Defiance. One is Ice, one is Energy. Both are just elemental clones of each other. They are ranged Ice or Energy Spears, not ally swap. Separate items, plus 3 BTH lean and 2/3 random damage lean. Mastercraft is a toggle that is activated by clicking the head of the spear, paying 60% melee in SP cost. This toggle grants the weapon plus 30% damage dealt for the next 4 turns of attempted attacks, and causes the first attempted hit each turn to apply the following effects to the player. First turn, 4 turns of minus 1.61 MRM defense loss. And then turn 2, you have 3 turns of 5% melee harm burn. Turn 3, you have 2 turns of roughly 5% damage taken elemental vulnerability for all elements. And turn 4, you get 1 turn of 15% melee harm burn. You can swap off the weapon, not attack for a turn, or do whatever. The weapon will retain the same number of charges of the damage buff and apply the right status. At any point while the buff is active, you can click the head of the spear again to toggle off the buff. This does not refund the SP cost and stops further applications of the player's status effects. So if you click it after using the buff for 2 turns, you will not receive the elemental vulnerability and 1 turn harm burn. Clicking the head of the spear again requires the full 60% melee in SP cost and will start you over with the defense loss for the first time of the buff. Alright, so this is an item that is obviously meant for rangers, fully offensive rangers. So that is actually quite what's the correct word to put it? Interesting, because there aren't many fully offensive rangers inside of the game. Do I think it's a good item? You know what, for fully offensive rangers, I actually think this is a pretty decent item. I think I'm just gonna get the energy version. I will skip the ice version. Okay, and then we'll show off the weapon actually. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good weapon on paper, but let me go ahead and test this out before I give my full review. With regards to the artwork, I quite like it. Very glowy and flashy. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for the artwork, but let's review it practically wise and see how we do. Okay, I'm going to be using Quad Force, not gonna swap my build here. Alright, and leave. All of that for a freaking weapon. So in my opinion, if you're not a fully offensive ranger, or if you're not even a ranger at all, then I don't think the quest is worth doing, unless of course you want to watch through the story. But you know, you can just watch my video, right? So yeah, it's a super long, super tedious quest. I really don't think it's worth doing unless you're a ranger, and that's just my 2 cents on it. Alright, so let us do Quad 4 so we know the full power of this thing. Hold on, in Essence Orb first. Alright, so let's see here. Quad Force. Moxie, let's attack. 192, 179. Excuse me. So it's about 300 plus damage on its own. That's okay. Not the worst, not the best either. I'm not sure how much damage fully offensive rangers are supposed to do. I'm really not that familiar with that build or ranger in general, so I hope I can give, you know, as accurate of a, what do you call it, review as possible, even though I don't have much experience with rangers. But 300 plus damage is quite bad. Alright, and let's see. That's of course without boosters. Okay, so I'm going to click on it. 235 SP. So it costs us 235 SP at level 150. Currently channeling dangerously unstable power. Okay, so now you get extra 30% damage boost. Oh, okay. Minus 1.6. Okay, I just want to say this defense loss, this is basically a negligible cost. For 3 rounds, 1.6 doesn't matter at all. So yeah, 30% damage boost, very good. Okay, next up we have harm damage for 0.36 for 2 rounds. What's the, and then, wait, how much harm damage are we getting? Now we have elemental vulnerability, about 5%. Yup, that works out to be about right. Right, so let's gain more SP. Let's see how much damage the final harm burn does. I wasn't paying full attention just now. Quad Force, Moxie. Reaches its peak, 145. Yeah, what I feel about this weapon, this is also the same as my thoughts before I even tried out the weapon, is that the first 2 costs that you have to pay, which is the defense loss and the 5% melee harm burn, is negligible. For 30% increased damage, that is absolutely fantastic. But the last 2 costs, which is the 5% elemental vulnerability and the 1 turn of 15% melee burn, I think it's not worth it, simply because the elemental vulnerability, 1, is it affects the monster's attacks as well. Okay, not just the harm burn on itself. 2, it will affect the harm burn that you get from turn 2 of from the second turn of the cost. Okay, so 3 turns of 5% melee harm burn, yeah, it's gonna the elemental vulnerability is gonna affect the last 2 turns of that burn, and on top of that 3, it will also affect the last turn of the 15% melee harm burn. 100 plus HP is honestly not that bad of a cost, but if you ask me, would I rather waste half of 235 SP, which is about 100 and how much is it, 110 plus? Why rather waste 110 plus SP or eat the 100 plus harm burn on top of a 5% elemental vulnerability? I would take the 100 plus wasted SP any day of the week. Of course, that being said, if you can kill the monster within 3 turns, then the last 2 turns of the debuff of the cost is literally negligible. So yeah, it's not a bad item, but what I think is it's meant to be used on the first 2 turns, and then afterwards you want to switch it out if the monster is still alive. Or if you can kill on turn 3, then yeah, keep it on the 3rd turn as well. But if you can't kill the monster within 3 turns, then you want to swap out the weapon. Just let the SP cost go to waste, is totally fine. I don't think it's a big deal to be wasting 100 plus SP. You regenerate like 98 SP per turn at level 150, right? So yeah, I think it's totally fine. All in all, I think this is a pretty good weapon for fully offensive rangers. If you're not a ranger, you have 0 use for this weapon. But if you're a ranger build, then I would give this weapon an... In fact, I'll give this weapon a 9 out of 10 for practicality wise. 30% damage increase is absolutely huge, and the only real cost the cost only starts to set in on like the 3rd and the 4th turn. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. You're basically paying a negligible cost for the first 2 turns. So you know what? Yeah, I think this weapon is pretty good. If you're a fully offensive ranger, highly recommend everyone to go ahead and pick this up. If you're not a ranger at all, please just skip the quest entirely. Save yourself the torture. Alright. That's gonna be my review of the weapon, guys. And then, last but not least, we have the new token package to go through. Let me see if I have a picture here. Yeah, I do have it. Okay, the War Master Dragon Rider set. Okay, Zombie Hunter is returning, so I'll not go through that. The War Master Dragon Rider is a new item in the 20k Z token package. Not 50k, but 20k. Right, so it is, I believe it's 50 bucks, right? Yeah, 50 bucks for this package, and it comes with 3 skills. So it's a fully defensive fire armor. Mastercraft is plus 10 burn potents, deal minus 5% damage normally, plus 10% versus burning foes. This applies to spells and weapon attacks and specials. Normal attack is 2 hits, pace minus 3 MRM. For skill compression, skills are as follows. First skill, Breath of War. Charges 100% melee in SP, 125% if using a magic weapon to do a 4-hit spell-based skill that deals 200% melee in weapon type fire damage baseline. Uses Elicom to boost damage. This skill pays 75% of its total damage to attempt a about roughly power 7 melee fire burn on the foe for 6 turns. 50% save inflicts with weapon main stat overluck versus mobs endurance overluck. Okay, so I think this is a pretty good burn. It's power 7 plus, and on top of that, it lasts for 6 freaking turns, guys. Alright, second skill, Attrition, toggles the Breath of War skill between burning, exhausting, or agonizing flames, defaulting to burning. This toggles whether the burn from Breath of War targets HP, MP, or SP respectively. I like this very much because it's quite reminiscent of our original fight with the War-Torn Dragon. So if you guys remember that fight, you will get burned for HP, MP, and SP as well once you reach all the way to the end. So I like that they give us the ability to toggle between these 3 different modes, you know, depending on which one of the monsters resource bar we want to damage. I think it's very nice, and it's definitely something we never had before in the past, okay, to be able to toggle between all 3 different modes of damaging the monster. It's not super useful currently, but it has its use. So yeah, I quite like it. Personally, I'm a fan of it. And the last skill, War Master, toggles your outgoing armor attack damage to 1.25 instead of the normal 0.8 for a fully defensive armor. Doesn't change your incoming damage or affect spells, boosters, or wands. This causes the cost for this was 45% melee in SP per turn on the communicant armor, but here it starts at 50% melee in SP per turn. For each of HP, MP, SP burn on the foe, the cost for this toggle decreases by 7.5% melee, with a maximum discount of 15% melee. So an HP damaging burn lowers it to 42.5%, a HP and MP damage burn lowers the cost to 35%. And if you have all 3 burns, then the cost is still 35%. You can only get a cost reduction once per category of HP, MP, and SP burn. So having 3 different HP burns applied to the enemy still only gives 7.5% melee cost reduction. Basically, your communicant armor toggle skill, and I quite like this as well. So honestly, I am a big fan of this armor, mainly because myself and Sphinx Jehovah, if I'm remembering correctly, gave the suggestions for the armor, and I think most of our suggestions, or the general gist of our suggestions, got implemented. I'm not sure if it's totally coincidental or they really did decide to listen to us and implement it, but either way, I think this is a pretty good armor. The question now is it worth $50 though? Personally, I think it's worth $30, $35 at most, like the 12,000 500 Z token package. I don't think it's worth $50. It is a good armor, don't get me wrong. And the artwork for the armor are rated 9 out of 10. I think it looks fantastic. Practicality of the armor, I'm going to rate it 8 out of 10. Okay, simply because it's a good defensive armor. We don't really have a lot of fantastic defensive armors, if I'm being honest. So yeah, this is actually one of the better options inside of the game. And you have to look at it from a defensive standpoint. I think a lot of people undervalue the armor because they are looking at it from a fully offensive burst damage standpoint. You're not going to be getting a lot of burst damage upfront with this armor because that's not what it's supposed to do. What it's supposed to do is be able to tank through all the attacks with it being a defensive armor, at the same time still being able to output a considerable amount of damage with the long damage over time effect of the burn, as well as the toggle. Okay, and of course the toggle gets cheaper the more burns you inflict on your foe. So it's really more of an endurance style defensive armor, and for what it's currently doing, I think it's good. Okay, but if you want to, compare it to like an offensive armor, it's not going to be as good in that regard because it's not meant to be used that way. All in all, I would rate the practicality of the armor an 8 out of 10. Yeah, is it worth picking up if you have the spare money to go ahead and pick it up? Sure, go ahead and pick it up. I don't think you'll regret your purchase because I still think it's really good. But it's mainly for people who like playing a defensive build. If you prefer an offensive build, then this armor might not be the one for you. And yeah, that's going to do it for today's super lengthy video, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to this channel if you guys would like to see more of such future content. And until the next time, I'm your host, Caravan Gaming. Peace out.